Can y'all please explain to me how Jason Garrett still has a job? Like, I'm recording this on a Wednesday. News just broke that they're going to have a meeting with him on Thursday. So, that by the time you're watching this, it either is happening right now or already happened, most likely. But I don't understand how he wasn't fired on Monday. I don't understand how he wasn't fired last year, or the year before, or the year before that. I don't understand. He's been their head coach since 2010. They're 83-65 with Jason Garrett, which is fine. It's not the worst record. But Jason Garrett hasn't been able to move them past the divisional round of the playoffs unless they get a bye. Or the wild card round or whatever. It doesn't. How does he still have a job? And it's not really just the record. And it's not just the losing in the playoffs. Like, shit happens. I understand that. But how can you have the amount of talent, just pure talent? How can there be that amount of talent on this team and you still keep the coach? Like, we all know how bad Jerry Jones wants to win, right? Why are you sticking with this guy? Right now, if Jason Garrett was fired right now, you could have any head coaching candidate you want. It's that good of a job. It is. Because Jerry Jones has done his part. He's put together a good team. If you don't like the man, that's fine. If you have issues with, whatever, say whatever you want about Jerry Jones. I don't like the guy very much. But he's put together a good team. Like, he's given Jason Garrett nowhere to hide. Ezekiel Elliott. I mean, he found the starting quarterback, Dak Prescott, in the third round. He did that. Like, he traded for Amari Cooper. He gave you a number one receiver. He drafted Michael Gallup, who's a really good number two. Defensively, I understand that you missed here and there. Tucker Charlton wasn't a hit. But defensively, you have a good team. Byron Jones, Van Der Esch, good players. Sean Lee is good when he's healthy. You have DeMarcus Lawrence. You have a good D-line. There's no excuse. There's no excuse at all. This team should be putting up 10, 11, 12 win seasons every single year. Every single year. Because every single year, Jerry Jones goes all out, and he puts together the best roster he can. It's a fucking good roster. And the issue with it is the Cowboys have drafted so well, they've put together so much talent, that they're probably going to have to pay too many people, and it's not going to last that much longer. That's the reality of the NFL. So the Cowboys have essentially, given up their window. And I don't want to say their window is over. I think they could go in next year and be at the top of the NFC, and the NFC is really fucking good. But if they got the right guy in there, I do believe they could do that. But the window's going to close. You're going to have to pay Dak eventually. Unless you think you can find another Dak in the third round, it doesn't happen very often. You're going to have to play Amari Cooper. You can't trade a first-round pick for Amari Cooper for 2 years. You just can't do that. You're going to get ridiculed, and maybe you do, and that's fine if you do. I personally don't have an issue with it. I would think the fans would. You're going to have to pay Van Der Esch. You're going to have to play Byron Jones. You're going to have to pay these guys. You've already paid DeMarcus Lawrence. You've already paid a lot of your offensive line. You've already paid Zeke too much money. It's going downhill, and you're still wondering. You're still curious, dude. I'm talking to you, Jerry Jones, or whoever's making these decisions. One of the Jones family. It's all in the family. We know it's somebody. You're still looking at Jason Garrett, the clappers, as his team goes 3 and out. Come on off the field, guys. You're still gonna let him lead this team? This team that has been so good, had so much talent, and has not been able to you had 113-3 season and you lost to the Packers in the divisional round. Couldn't do anything. Lost your first game in the playoffs. That was your 13-3 season. That was your first year of Zeke and first year of Dak, and it was awesome and great, whatever. Cool. And I like Jason Garrett. I think he's a nice guy. He seems like a nice guy. I don't know him, obviously, but he seems like a cool guy. He does not deserve to be the head coach for this team for this long. Ron Rivera got fired. Ron Rivera had an excuse. Ron Rivera was playing with a backup quarterback all season and doing okay. Ron Rivera had an excuse last year. Ron Rivera was making it work, and he got fired. And I understand it's a different situation. The new owner comes in, wants to get his guy, whatever. That's fine, whatever. But you see coaches that do so much more with so much less lose their job on a regular basis, on a yearly basis, and Jason Garrett's still around. It's insane to me. Absolutely insane. Like, you got to get somebody else. And the crazy part is, like I said earlier, it's an instant job. Like whoever's out there right now, the OC for the Patriots, he's probably like the number one coaching option, right? Like every team would want him. You could get him if you're the Cowboys. You could. I promise you. Like, he said no to the Colts. Fine. But he's gonna go to the Cowboys if Jerry Jones offers him a job. Because he just watched Jason Garrett spend an entire decade as the head coach of an average team with so much talent around him, and Jerry Jones kept him. So I'm pretty sure job security's fine. That's it, guys. That's all I got. I just needed to vent. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to vent. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. Whatever. Peace out, guys. See you next time.